Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome to the stream. Already seeing. Today, we'll be having some fun today. More of a relaxed stream today. As you can see, we're in the couch, relaxing. So it's gonna be a chill stream today. We'll be discussing. I understand the past few weeks have been serious topics. So this week we'll be reviewing a few of my trades. So for those of you guys who are interested in seeing what trades I have been doing for the past few weeks, I'll show you guys. So before we start, let's wait for a few minutes. Let's wait for everyone, some of our guests. And we shall be, let's go. So how's everybody? Hope everyone's doing okay. There was a huge movement last night for the US dollar, and the average pip score was around 1,500. So if you were able to, or if there were positions for you for that trade, congratulations. For those who weren't, don't worry, there'll be other opportunities in the market. So later I'll be discussing. All right, fine. We have time. I don't mind. So let me set up this. I'll show you guys. Here is some of the trades that I had last week. As you can see, the green ones are the profitable trades. The red ones are the trades that I lost. So I think I mentioned a few weeks ago that sometimes you will never win 100% in the market. So you just have to make sure that your wins always outdo your losses. So let's see what happened with my few trades the past couple of weeks. If you notice, the trades that I had were equally. I think the number of trades that were hit, the take profit hits were about the same with the stop loss, so pretty much the same. So it's a matter of which trades actually, how much money each trade made and how much money each trade lost. And also, we'll be discussing how swaps work for those. So we'll be seeing a lot of the trades. We'll be seeing a lot of the charts today. For those who are curious, the reason why I'm not using this laptop compared to the laptop that I've been using for streaming is because so this is another tip for those who are very superstitious. You only trade with your lucky laptop. So basically that's the reason. So my lucky laptop has made a few dollars for the past few weeks. Not as good as I wanted, but I haven't been trading as much as I usually do. So we'll see. Looking forward to seeing what you guys are gonna be in. Feel free to criticize my trades, my positions in the market. Let's see. So if you guys have questions with regards to some of the trades that I did, or if you want to ask anything with regards to what made me decide for some of the trades, some of these trades might be I might have problem remembering because some of these trades were done a month ago, but I will try to remember as much as I can so that hopefully you guys get insights on the trades uh, that I wanted to get into the market. So let's wait for a couple more minutes for other guests. Uh, Feel free to chat, say hi. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to discuss, if you have other topics, or if you were able to watch some of our other streamers who were in the Trading Star Network. So just feel free to say hi and then add them up to the question list if you have one. And we'll be discussing soon. Alright. So hope everyone was able to make money. I got excited because last night my trades, there was a trade that I positioned last week, which has been racking up some swap penalties and some swap rates. So I've been losing money on the swaps, but luckily last night, because of the huge movement in the market, it was able to hit my take profit. So that balanced out eventually the profit that I gained for that position that was in the market for one whole week. Let's start. So first trade that I did, well, not first trade, the most recent trade that I did, for those just catching up, here are the trades that I have. We'll be reviewing each and every one of them. Feel free to say if that was a good trade or a bad trade, or is it something that you would have done or something that you wouldn't have done. So let's review. Also, on another note, reviewing your trades every once in a while, or every month, every few months, every quarter, is a good practice to have. So this could be something that you could practice in while we're doing it live. So, hello everyone. Right, first trade we did USD CAD. We positioned ourselves last October 14, yesterday. This was I just positioned this yesterday. I started the trade at 138.62. 138. Did I put that? Wait. 138.0. There you go. Yes, so 138. And then my stop loss, I set my stop loss at 138.3. So it was just here. And then my take profit, I positioned it at around 137.6. 137. So there. 137. Around this area. So as you can see, this isn't exactly the best of trades on my end. I remember last night when I positioned this trade, I think it's because this is a bad habit. So, but I positioned this trade because as I was about to finish off and looking at the market, I just wanted to position myself in. This is more a hedging position against the long trade that I mentioned earlier. So that long trade was a buy on the euro against the USD. So this was a sell on the USD, and I chose USD CAD because USD JPY has been showing a counter trend in a way. So it feels like there's already manipulation from the Bank of Japan that's happening. But for this specific trade that I did last night, I know it's a bad trade. Yeah, so this specific trade wasn't exactly the best of trades, but that's the logic behind this specific trade was a hedge against my original position in the market. So as you know, this trade already, this trade lost me $200. So minus 200. So this trade lost us $200 in the market, $206 to be exact. Maybe later we'll do some mathematics on the total that we did for the past few weeks. But for this specific trade, which I sold the USD Canadian dollar at 138 at 0.62, I lost money at good start, right? We're starting off good, losing $200 in the market. So it's okay. It's okay if that happens. Just making sure that you are controlling your risk management in the market, and which allows you to have opportunities on the moving in the market. All right. Next trade. Now you did USD JPY. So we switch off from USD Canada, USD JPY next. So like I mentioned, USD JPY was already showing some counter trends. There were a few movement. Was it Monday? I think there was Monday and Friday, Thursday that the USD JPY was moving up, and then the Euro USD was also moving up. So it shows that there was manipulation, or maybe not manipulation, but the market sentiment was moving against the USD JPY was moving against its usual movement in the market. So for this specific trade, I did this. I did this 10 in October 10, which was a week ago. I did this Friday. So this position that I did, this one is probably one of those positions again that I just before I leave the office, sometimes I put in one specific position just to keep the if there's no huge movement that I can see in the market. Sometimes I just put in a small position because this allows me to still be active in the market, and then still be sharp and be ready and try to see if the market is moving, or the instincts are still there that the market is still moving to the direction that I feel that it is. So this position was put in October 10. I bought at 151.6. So let's just put it here. 151.4. There. So I bought at this rate. My stop loss was at 151.2. So we put our position here, and then our take profit was around 151.666. So again, if you look at it, small trades. So this is one of the strategies that I believe I mentioned during a couple of weeks ago on when you think about which trades or what type of trader that you want to become. It For some, it might look like that this isn't any there was any distinction between the support and resistance levels, but so this is something that one strategy that you might want to consider is if you're not sure when getting into the market, getting just sometimes small trades, just to keep the mind sharp and keep yourself active in the market. So you can do trades like this. So small trades. So I think the target was less than 200 pips. So that's a very, very small margin, but it also allows you to get out of the market very, very quick. So one small movement of the market, whether it goes up or down, it's gonna be a win or loss for you. So that's one strategy that you can use. Feel free to copy that. Or I would recommend to look for opportunities in the market that you think would happen. Last week was a boring week for traders. That's why I don't believe I did a lot of trades last week. It's like a few trades for last week, so I think it's just 2 trades last week. So this was one of the trades last week, but this position was put in just not necessarily as a profitable position, but more of keeping the mind ready, keeping the mind active, and trading in this position. So for this position, to give you guys an idea, we were able to profit and we were able to make $125. So not bad. For a practice, I would consider it. Yeah, I call it the practice positions. For practice position, was able to make 125, so not bad. So hope you're liking the stream so far. Let me remove some of the information. Hope you're liking so far. We've reviewed 2 trades. One trade lost money, lost $200. Another trade made money, $126. Currently, we're at -70, around -$70. So we'll be discussing some of the other trades. But I hope you guys are enjoying and listening or still seeing some of the value that some of the trades, some of the positions that I've been in. We'll do our recap at around the 4th or maybe 5th trade. So we'll be discussing right now the 3rd trade that I did, which is GBP USD. So we switch now to GBP. So this is the GBP USD chart. And let's see what I did. I forgot. So I sold during 11/9. What date was that? Thursday. So last Thursday, this is a position that I did. Just to give you guys an idea, I did not. Yes, I did, except for October 31st is the only date that I did more than one position. Most of the trades that I did last week or past few weeks were just one position a day. So for this trade, which I did last Thursday, I sold the British pound at 122.8. 122. So let's just move this 122.8. So I sold it at 122.8, almost at 1.22.9. Let's just move this up. All right, so it's around that level. There, it's around that level. So I sold it at that level. I put a stop loss. My stop loss is at 123. 123 at 0.1. If you guys are seeing that I am a bit slow, apologies, because I do not remember the positions that I did. Because like I mentioned, this is one of the trade ideas, or one of the things that I mentioned during one of the streams, is how to put in the market. Okay, so, and then our stop loss, our take stop loss was around 123.1, and our take profit was 120.5. 122.5. So again, as you can see, small margins again when it comes to some of the trades that I did. It's a bit, yes, so small margins again with regards to the trades that I did. For those who were able to catch up, if you look at this trade, it's a good, the ratio, the risk to reward ratio was good on this trade. Even though the margins were very short, the target pip range was only around about 300 pips. For those who are, maybe some of you guys will be asking, the positions are all using one lot. So I did not do any multi-lot or half-lot positions in any of my trades. This specific account is just mostly for the value for money was like set up so that it's only used for one lot per movement. So for this trade, which was done in October 9, 12/29, we sold the GBP at 122.8. We were able to make profit for this. The market was able to hit us, and we were able to make $338. So currently, as you can see, we are already up by, so let's put this here. We made $338. So for that, so currently we are using just the three trades that we did. The 338 minus 70, that would be around $240. If I'm not correct, just send it to the chat that I'm not correct and I don't know how to do math. Feel free to bash me. I'm more of a trader, not a mathematician. So thank you for helping out. Okay, so our next trade would be last. Oh, hello. We have another camera. so for our next trade, we are going towards. Wait, you don't see this. We'll do this while we clean up some of the board state of the our trading view. And so you'll be seeing next is the euro against the USD. So here we are. The euro USD, this was done on October 7th, which was Tuesday. So last Tuesday, this trade was done last Tuesday. My position was buying against the US dollar at 107.57. Where was that? 107. 107.57. There. So this is the position that I bought, which means I'm expecting the market to go up. Last October 7th. I set my stop loss at 106. 106.5. 106.5. There. And then I set up my take profit at 1.08. Here. 1.08.41. All right, something around this area. Now, this specific trade is a bit bigger than the target trades that we were discussing prior to this. As you can see, the margins are a lot longer. This was more of a bigger trade, so we were expecting a longer duration or a potentially longer duration depending on the market. We were expecting the market to hit the buying signal or to hit the bullish trend a bit earlier, but it only arrived yesterday. So this market trend only went up about it only stayed in the market for about a week. This one we lost around almost $44 because of the swaps. So for those active traders, or for those who are not familiar, swaps are penalties or charges that the traders or the bankers give you whenever you stay in the market overnight. So if you're not out of the market, or something that you should consider when doing a move like this is the swaps. So there are swaps that are positive. Like for example, if you buy against the USD JPY, every night the market turns over, you make $8 just by being in the market. But for positions like the euro against the USD, when you buy against the dollar, you lose roughly around $6-7 on the average. So that's why we lost $43.41 due to swaps. But luckily, we were able to close this position, and the market was able to. We were able to hit our take profit position, which netted us an additional $984. Yes, so as of 4 trades that you have seen so far, we've lost $200. We've lost $206. We made $125. Made another $338, and then made $984. So again, we do math. We use a calculator. So for those, you will see this is a real thing that you're saying, that people, sometimes decent traders are not the best when it comes to math. 158 and then minus 206, you get so for the past 4 trades that I showed you, our profit is around $1,280. Not bad, but still not the best positions in the market. I'll be removing that and showing you the next trade. We'll be going back to USD JPY. this trade was done 11/3. So this was right after, for those who celebrate the Halloween, this was right after Halloween. Going back in the office. Um, I believe this trade was done to just to again to set up to make sure that the mind is fixed and looking at the market, making sure that the mind is sharp and always active when it comes to trading in the market. So here's the USD JPY chart that we are seeing again. So let's see what we did. We bought the dollar. We bought the USD JPY. And we bought it at 150.2. There, we bought it at 150.2, and we were able to we put ourselves, this is our again a short trading samples again. We put our stop loss at 149.8. 149.8, and our take profit around 151.2. 151.2. So as you can see, it's one of those, it's not a huge trade, but one of those smaller trades in the middle. So it's not we weren't expecting a longer trip here, but since the position was like the target was around how many pips? The target was around 1,000 pips. So that's why the market is a bit longer, and the gap between the stop loss and the buying position was a bit expanded. But if you look at it, the market closed within the same day, and our position was, the stop loss was hit on that day again, that day also, which lost us another $257. So, minus $257. So as you can see, this is how this is just the normal life or the normal expectation when it comes to trading. You make 300 here, you lose 200 here, you make 800 here, you lose 500 here. So you always want to have is a positive net worth after everything. So let me show you guys again. We are halfway through. We are halfway through the markets. We are, so as you can see, there's equal numbers of greens and reds in my trading platform. So you know that sometimes even if you're losing or even if you're having the same numbers of wins and losses, what counts more is how much does one loss equal, or how many pips does one position equal to, or how many pips does one loss or one pips does winning amount to. So that's for trade number 5. We are halfway through all of the trading positions that I did past few weeks. We are going back to, hello. Oh, there's other people here. We have guests. Maybe they'll show themselves. All right, so for the next trade that we'll be doing, it's around 138.6. I bought the USD Canada. So let me just set up the screen so that you guys can see the position that I did in the market. Here we go. This is the USD Canada chart. And for this one, I got here, I went here in October 31st. So by the end of October, this is a bit, so I may not remember much about how this trade went down. But I can show you the details and I can show you when I bought. So right now, on October 31st, in about 1:30 Eastern time, I bought it at around, I bought the USD Canada at 138.2, 1.38, 1.38. So I bought it here. Yes, I bought it there, 138.2. I put my stop loss at 138. 138 flat. And then I put my take profit position at 138.5. 138.5. So as you can see, this target, we were targeting somewhere around 300 pips again. The market was able to, this one, the market was able to hit our take profit position, which was 213, and which was profitable. The closing position was around 138.508. So this was a profitable position for us. 138.8. So it hit around here. A total of here in this area. So 138.8. So we were able to take profit at 138.138.5. So this was hit, and that brought us a profit of $213 for that day. Now, this was the only day that I did multiple trades in one day. This was the second trade that I positioned because this one was a hedge because the previous trade wasn't able to hit. So I'll be showing you the position that I did prior to the USD Canada chart. So I bought this, so I made money on the USD Canada. But prior to that, I did a USD JPY. I made a USD JPY position 30 minutes prior to that position. So I'll explain to you guys, but I'll explain to you guys later. You will see the logic behind why after only 30 minutes I positioned a different position right after. So for this trade, I put in I put in a selling position. I put in a selling position at 150.695. So 50 here. I put my stop loss at 150.9. 150.9. And then I put my take profit at 150.2. 150.4. There. So right now you'll be seeing you're seeing my what type of trader I am. As you can see, I like multiple small trades. There are times that I get into the market basing on that specific position, that specific idea, and then just going for 200 pips, 300 pips, sometimes 100 pips. I don't like, it's very, not rare, but it's not, my main strategy is always small multiple trades compared to one huge trade. But sometimes, like during one of the previous examples, I was able to, which I was positioned already. We were just 1 week too early because the swaps took up some of the profits. But again, as long as you did your due diligence, you did your studies, you did your technicals, and you studied your fundamentals, you read up on the market, uh, you got some market sentiment going on, you can, when you position yourself for huge or bigger positions in the market where you target about 1,800 pips, 1,000 pips, more of the longer trades, you can make up the losses of the swaps in the market. So this was the trade that I did that preempted the trade right after. So I sold the the USJPY at 695. The stop loss at around 950 and I take profit around 420. Now this position, I remember this position because 150 was already broken. The barrier of 150 was already broken, and it's already the highest mark for the USD/JPY. And I remember the finance minister of Japan mentioning that if ever it hits the 150 mark, that the finance minister will have to interject into the market and manipulate some of uh, the ideas or some of the positions of the Japanese yen when it comes to the dollar. So I did not I was expecting it that one at 150.669, which basically 150.7, which is already almost near the 151 mark. I was not at the position I had in the market. So combining, I used some of the fundamental news that I got, and I sold into the market. But again, this position was a loss. So, like I said, even though you have all the data, even though you think you made up a good decision, sometimes the market just shifts, or maybe there's just a blind spot on what you studied. So we lost on this position. It was a loss of $168.93. This trade took only about 4 hours before it closed. So when I went into the position, 4 hours later, it hit my stop loss and closed, and we lost $168.93, or basically it's 100. We lost $169. So looking back, and that's why I did the next trade 30 minutes, because when I saw the because when it hit the 150.7, I was already so confident that it won't trade into the market, that it won't move into the market. But unfortunately, when I saw the market moving against me, I had to hedge the position on the USDN with the USD Canadian dollar, which allowed me to not only make up for the losses of this specific trade, but also make a bit of profit on the other end. So I hope you guys are learning a few things and getting some of the ideas of why this trade, why I did this trade, why I did that trade, some of the ideas of when to use longer trades. This strategy of mine of always going for short, small trades, this works because I'm familiar with the market, and my capital is able to withstand some of the small losses in the market. So and since it balances out, I was able to still continue with the strategy. If a lot of the trades that I've been doing has been losing trades, I would have switched my strategy and would have focused more on possibly making it up in or looking for a huge movement in the market basing on analysis. So that's some of the ideas that I have for the market. So the next trade, we're down to our last 1, 2, 3. We're down to our last few trades. One. Yep, we are down to our last trades. Hopefully, you guys are learning and making sure that you are understanding some of the more of like I said, feel free to check out to check the trades that I did. You can back test them, and feel free to criticize, because even though I'm sharing some of the trades, I am not a perfect trader. I just have more experience at making money and trading compared to some of the usual people. So our next trade was done last 27. It's against the Euro USD. I sold at 105.5. I sold at 105.5. I took a stop loss at 105.7. Here. Then my take profit was around 105.2. Right. So this position, this trade I did because of the general movement of the market. As you can see, the euro was on a downtrend, and the selling of the market was basically, I was just following the trend and looking at an idea and seeing that the market was already at the lower end, made for the idea that maybe it's already hitting the bottom of the structure, or hitting the support levels that we have set for ourselves. But this trade, we lost another. So the market unfortunately went up, and we lost $195 again for this trade. So at this point, you can see the type of trader that I am, the type of trades that I like to do. So we'll be going down to our last two trades, and let's check out. We will be checking out how we did for our last 10 trades. Did we make profit during the last 10 trades, or did we lose? Like I showed you guys, the trades that I've been doing have been roughly 50. It's not exactly 50-50, but most of the trades that I have been doing, or some of the wins and losses on the trades, have been 50-50. So hopefully when we do the math, you'll see that I made some profit. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are already expecting me to make that I'll have a huge profit, but you'll see. All right, our next trade, our last few trades, was with the USD JPY. I sold it at 150.55. So what I remember this trades because I remember this trades vividly, because these when it broke the 150 barrier, the USD JPY has been shifting between 150, and then it shifted down, and then it moved slightly up again, and then shifted down. So this one, I'm a bit I remember quite a bit. So 154.55, I set my stop loss at 150.8. This trade follows the same logic as the one trade that I discussed earlier in 150.50. So as you can see, small trades again with the target of this is a 1-to-1 ratio trade where the target profit was around 400 pips, and our target stop loss was around roughly around 400 pips as well. This trade, it took a while. We lost about $17.82. We lost about $18 in profit due to swaps. This trade was opened at 10:26 on October 26. The trade finished in October 27. So there was a overnight trading position for this position. And luckily, we were able to make money. This trade amounted us to $263. So our next trade, our second to the last trade that we'll be discussing, is I won't have to shift because this trade was done 3 days earlier, and again it was with the USD JPY. I remember again when it hit the 150 level, the USD JPY was, I considered my baby trade, and I've been following since usually when it hits a certain threshold, you want to be updated on what's happening with that market. So the position that I took was, I sold again at this position, which is 149.97. I took up my stop loss at 150.74. So it's roughly here. And then my take profit was around 1498. 1498. Again, thin margins again because there was a lot of uncertainty in the market. This one, I wasn't sure whether or not the market will be shifting around because this was uncharted territory with Japan not hitting this level and reaching the levels that it hasn't been in ever. So these trades were a bit I was hesitant. I wanted to see how the market reacted, how the market viewed the USD against the Japanese yen hitting the 150 threshold, and if the Japanese finance minister, Mr. Suzuki, adjusting the market or manipulating with the market. So for this specific trade, it was able to hit our take profit. Same day at around 5:22, it hit our 149.874, but we only netted $64.72. So some of the trades that the small pip trades are safe, but they won't make you a lot of money. But again, it's much better than losing money. Right? So this position was the secondary position of the day. This position was made only as a means of getting or just being in the market as a reaction or as a way for me to get a feel of where the market is moving with the USD against the JPY. So sometimes I get into the market, or I put a position into a market just to be how do you call that? Just because I wanted to put some skin in the game. When you have skin in the game, you focus a lot better and you focus on a lot more than just reading the charts or just not caring whether or not the market moves up or down because you're not really invested with the trade. So some of the positions that I did was actually just a means for me to get into the market. So our last position that I will be discussing, this was a position that I did prior to that trade, that Japanese trade that we netted 64, a whopping $65, which is enough for not maybe just a decent lunch. Yeah, the decent lunch. So this trade was done earlier that day, and the last trade that we will be scrutinizing for the day. So I hope you guys were able to learn a few things while we check back on what trades that I did. Would you consider my style not aggressive enough? Or am I trading too much? Or should I trade more? Should I look for more profits? Again, feel free to share your ideas on my positions in the market. So last one we'll be checking out is the GBP USD. We sold at around 121.56. 21. I think I know where this is going. 1.21 56. Our stop loss was around 129. 1.219. It's around here. And our take profit was around 121.0. There. So this trade was done on the same day. This trade finished within the same day, closed around 5:18 Eastern time during the same day. The target profit was around, how many pips was this? 500 pips with a 400 pip margin. So the profit ratio is roughly 1:1. So that's why I was confident. And since this is the GBP USD, GBP USD is usually a high movement, high volume trading partnership. So a lot of movements. So 400, 500 pips. Sometimes in the GBP USD is considered 1 or 200 or 300 pips only in other currencies. So that's why the margins for this is a bit bigger than the usual. But okay, I remember this trade now. I sold the GBP USD because I was expecting the US dollar to shift and started to move its position and switch towards more aggressive position. But since the dollar kept its forward momentum up, and so the GBP eventually was lost to me. So this position was actually a loss, and we lost negative $400 on this trade. So if you guys are wondering if so we are ending it at the bad point, at the low point inside our market. So that's it. That's our our last 10 or maybe 11. Our last 11 trades that we've done. We saw the strategies. You saw how I positioned. You saw You saw some of the movements that I made. I explained why certain trades were done. I explained some trades, some of the movement, why I did some trades, what's the logic. Sometimes I did trades that allowed me to get more information. So sometimes you want to get into the trade just not actually to make money on that specific trade, but that trade sets you up for a bigger trade in the longer term. Or sometimes it allows you to move your market or swap your ideas into the market. Some trades I got into because I wanted to feel out the market so that I had skin in the game, just making sure that some trades I got into because I just wanted to be sharp, not losing my edge and understanding on the gut, the feel of the market sentiment of the market. So a lot of the trades that you saw were my trades, and yeah, let's see. Let's count that up. Let's count them all up. I'll show you guys the actual numbers. All right, let's see. Exciting. So first is negative 404, and then we made positive 65.72, and then we made 262.58. Oh, we're making money almost. And then we lost 195. We lost money again. We lost 168.93. Yep, we're down $400. Such is life in the trading business. We made a positive 213.71. And then we lost another 257.51. And then let's see, we made 984, and then another 338, and then 125.28, and then we lost another 206. So this is our net profit for the past month. So as you can see, I was able to show you guys, it's transparent enough, show you some of the trades we're done. Again, for those who are just watching, this is the lucky laptop. You only trade on your lucky laptop. You do not use your streaming laptop for your trading. So that's the reason for that one. If you guys enjoyed this session, maybe we can do this every few months, and I'll show you guys some of the trades that I did. If not, I'm free to. I'll still continue sharing some of you guys the ideas, some of the tricks of the trade, some of the reasons, or some of the strategies that we do or we use here at Trading Star. That hopefully that you'll be also be making money. I hope you saw the experience that trading gives you. A lot of those trades, honestly, those trades that I did were a lot of short-term trades because I've been very busy with other things during the month. But making about $750 on the side is, honestly, it's not enough. But it's something, right? If I focused more on the market, I could have doubled or tripled that. But focusing on the market requires the time and effort. But like I said, like we always say here in Trading Star, we want you guys to be able to trade on the time that you are comfortable with, whenever you want to trade in the market or not, whenever you're not being a slave to the market. So making sure that you continue trading on your own free time. So unless there's other questions, or if you want to just chat later, or just shoot us up a message here at Trading Star, and looking forward to our next session with you guys. Look, the next couple of days will be nice, exciting information to help you guys out. So that's it for today. Thank you. Great day.